Observation.
Observation.
Milland was a passenger in the vehicle and had been targeted in an ongoing observation of the Pink Coral Inn.
Look, I'm just making an observation.
Tweedle, a know-nothing moron, first makes the unlikely observation that Lex's primary ganglion is parallel to this passage.
You have very keen powers of observation.
Wow.
观察
Observe.
Observe.
I just come up here to observe.
I was there to observe and report, nothing more, but...
If the savages are truly vegetarian, why do you not observe them and then copycat what they eat?
Looking for you.
To observe and record.
You'd have to observe me to know for sure, but you can trust me on that.
觉察到注意
Observer.
Observer.
Having probable cause to believe a felony was in progress, Sergeant Taggart joined Rosewood, with Detective Foley present only as an observer.
Basically, I was just an observer and a writer.
Well, I like to think I'm a pretty astute observer of the human scene, too, Big Dan.
You forget you're dealing with a clinical observer of the human carnival.
You're a very good observer, Cole.
观察者
Obsession.
Obsession.
I can recognize an obsession.
If you understand an obsession, then you know you won't change my mind.
What's this obsession, really?
The zone is enjoyable, but when that joy becomes an obsession...
You see, my dad went through this huge obsession with Roman and Greek mythology, so he decided to name me after Zeus's wife.
困扰
Obsolete.
Obsolete.
Before sex became obsolete.
International organizations are obsolete in concept and in function.
She is completely obsolete.
Well, that's because we've done a great job at making ourselves completely obsolete.
Well, Wildcat was written in a kind of obsolete vernacular.
荒废的废词
Obstacle.
Obstacle.
Caution, obstacle.
Everyone else is an obstacle.
He said we wouldn't get the treasure we seek on account of our obstacle.
Obstacle, obstacle.
Well, that guy she's with looks like a pretty well-built obstacle.
障碍
Obstruct.
Obstruct.
And the professor will no longer obstruct us.
I'm not trying to obstruct justice, but just as this young man says, this is a farce, and it'll be murder if you carry it through.
If he just sets foot inside the airport, he's committed an overt act, conspiracy to obstruct justice.
You destroy evidence and obstruct justice on top of the charges already brought against you. In this case, you will be, I promise, incarcerated.
You've been trying to obstruct justice all along the line.
阻隔设障碍
Obtain.
Obtain.
And obtain the one true ark.
If we obtain our freedom by murder and bloodshed, I want no part of it.
Perhaps we can obtain another.
Representative O'Connell was contacted by Carmine Polito to ask if he could obtain rapid citizenship through an act of Congress for one Sheikh Abdullah investor.
We've been able to obtain a still photograph of Leon in his gown.
获得流行
Obvious.
Obvious.
Could you be any more obvious? He was so mysterious, but really obvious at the same time.
I mean, maybe it's a little quieter, less obvious sort of fun, but you know, if people would just give it a chance, it's so...
Skills, that's obvious, right?
What does it mean when a guy is in a really bad relationship and it's really, really obvious that he wants to be with you?
明显的
Obviously.
Obviously.
He's got problems, but he's obviously,
and the air conditioning isn't working, so it got really hot in here.
Obviously, you got sick of asking.
Obviously, when they build a bridge like this, they take into account that elephants will be crossing here.
Well, obviously she didn't get very far.
显而易见的
Occasion.
Occasion.
Named Ashley Rensler. Ashley is pre-law at UT, and her 3 sorority sisters from Delta will wash your car and try to inspect.
I do everything I make on a special occasion.
I just don't think that it's going to work out on this occasion.
Oh, that's a special occasion.
Since it's a special occasion, I figured I'd give you something that symbolizes how unique you are to me.
场合惹起
Occasional.
Occasional.
But think of those sweet, sweet occasional ups.
His pension is deposited monthly, and someone is making the occasional withdrawal.
It'll take more than the occasional stuffed animal to convince those children they still have a father.
Occasional funeral, but mostly love.
You can drive it, but there's still the occasional accident.
偶然的
Occasionally.
Occasionally.
But occasionally I do have to change his diaper.
For the people that don't do drugs, or just do them occasionally, it's something that becomes your life, and you belong.
I go get a drink occasionally from time to time, but that's about it.
My ex-husband, whom I have sex with occasionally in coat room.
Occasionally.
有时候
Occupation.
Occupation.
I think that you and the family need to think of something else as far as his occupation.
In our country, there is only one useful occupation for men.
Now, your family's not going to be thrilled with your new occupation, but they'll get over it eventually.
Please state your name, address, and current occupation.
Provided the hospital receives a yearly sum equal to the cost of the occupation of one bed.
职业
Occupy.
Occupy.
I don't think you quite realize the full importance of the position you are to occupy in the world.
Sir, who gave you permission to occupy these premises?
This is the dilemma that will occupy this panel, this Navy.
We'll surround the government quarter, occupy all SS and police barracks.
You want us to occupy the skin of another human being?
占领
Occur.
Occur.
Did it ever occur to you that he's trying to recruit you?
Did it ever occur to you two clowns that this might be the way he really is?
Didn't even occur to us.
It just didn't occur to her that I would agree to do it.
It occurred to me after we talked that I'm the only one who has the list of associates that interviewed with Harvey that day.
发生
Occurrence.
Occurrence.
A gala occurrence with me beating Green like he committed a crime.
And I'm pleased to say there will be no discernible traces left of the recent occurrence by that time.
Near Niagara Falls, probably a lightning strike or some kind of an industrial occurrence.
This case has been a most tragic occurrence, as I am required to impose an appropriate sentence.
This is a common occurrence among paranoid schizophrenics.
发生
Ocean.
Ocean.
Go to the ocean.
I used to live by the ocean, up in Oregon for about a year.
Once you're drunk, the ocean's not cold at all.
The ocean is a friend of mine.
海洋
October.
October.
Charlie has a breakdown scheduled for October.
I was born in October.
October at the outside. October, the banner, the stars. Oh!
Yeah, we're getting married end of October.
10月
Odd.
Odd.
He's an odd little fella, isn't he?
No, what I'm saying is, don't you think it's a little odd that the ice hasn't melted yet?
Oh, and Zoe Lawford called, which is odd because I don't remember us having a trial we needed consulting services on.
There's something odd about the way Lewis directs this simple scene between Wallace and Wilde.
What if the girl has some odd kick in her gallop?
Charming!
奇数的奇特的事物
Odds.
Odds.
Better odds in Vegas.
Meaning even if the odds are only 1 in 1,000 that I can get the job done. There's still a chance.
Nice hair, teeth, some good-looking odds and ends.
And odds on favorite to catch the bouquet. You're a very lucky man.
The odds are totally stacked against you.
可能性
Odor.
Odor.
God, the odor of Cronus is killing me.
Herring pickled in vodka, in tandem with a truly unfortunate body odor.
If you had the odor of an alcoholic beverage on your breath, did you? No.
Once we're inside, you might be tempted to complain about the odor.
Posterior charring gives off a strong odor, suggesting perimortem immersion in burning fuel.
气味
Odor.
Odor.
Odor of last term's cottage pie.
There's nothing more powerful than the odor of mendacity.
There's a subcutaneous bruise to the neck, possibly caused by a thumb, and a strange odor which I can't place.
But I am aware I have a less than orthodox mouthful odor, man, yes.
Your body odor smells like a fucking orangutan on heat.
气味
Of.
的
Off.
Off.
I didn't even get off.
I guess I just never got off my ass.
I swear, if Eddie wasn't afraid of me shouting my mouth off, he would have put a cellulite clause in the prenup.
So my sister gets all pissed off because her husband, their father, teaches at the school, except for he's on medical leave for substance abuse treatment.
I jumped off this pier and my suit came off.
关着的，走开，离开。
Fence.
Offense.
An indictable offense.
Neville, no offense, but I really don't care about plants.
Not a small offense.
Let's get the offense out of them.
No offense, but if that is a woman, it does look like she was beaten with an ugly stick.
犯罪
Offend.
Offend.
Did I do something to offend?
Perhaps it is not wise to offend him.
We might offend our constituency.
What I was going to say was that I didn't want to offend Mr. Quill by making him think that I was afraid of him or didn't like him.
You never know who you're going to offend.
犯罪
Offense.
Offense.
Prank calls are a criminal offense prosecuted under Penal Code 653M. Hope you enjoyed the movie.
It's not a criminal offense.
No offense, but
Why would she send you a candy cane?
no offense.
No offense, I get you have your talking points, but why does it matter whether heroes have a dick or a vag?
犯罪
Offensive.
Offensive.
Do you have any idea how offensive that is?
No matter how offensive I may find you.
Offensive and indecent.
Well, this will be the shortest offensive of all time. The most offensive assault on the human palate ever contrived.
令人不快的
Offer.
Offer.
But why they don't offer more ice with their drinks, I shall never understand.
Put an offer on the loft.
I should offer to go with her.
May I offer you some fresh milk with your pie?
You must know that you are capable of much more than the petty tasks that life among the Towery can offer.
给予提供出现
Office.
Office.
He's dealt with by our office?
Hi, this is Letitia from Dr. Greenspan's office.
I had a nap in my office for a bit.
What I meant was that I know you didn't want to date anyone in the office, and I assume you have a reason for that.
Which means there's no way they could have found out unless they put someone in their competitor's office.
办公室
Officer.
Officer.
I got me, an officer in Manhattan.
With your parole officer's approval, of course. You have to go see your parole officer tomorrow.
You remember one night in the dining room, there was this young naval officer, and he was sitting near our table with two other officers.
You're a female officer, right?
军官指挥
Official.
Official.
And now to the official part of the evening.
Because when it's not an official thing, people get hurt.
Did you know that there are 452 official government cheeses in this country?
I'm here on official government business.
Why does it have to turn into some official thing?
官员公务的
Offset.
Offset.
I've got an offset carrier here.
Maybe we should ask for recounts too, but from Republican-leading counties to offset any gains they make.
Promethazine offset the nausea.
So do you see how appearing as a voluntary witness against him could offset the damage that you've done to yourself?
Would you be willing to shoot a hardened criminal in the back in order to offset the chance that some lawyer...
No.
抵消弥补装置管
Offspring.
Offspring.
In just over 2 hours, its offspring have invaded nearby cells here and here.
We, oh brother, are the most fortunate of offspring.
I have no doubt this boy is the offspring of...
Now, there's only one thing that needs more looking after than a toff, and that is a toff's offspring.
Prehistoric parasite. The mother hibernates underground laying eggs. The offspring then attach themselves to a host, taking control of their motor functions through neural clamping.
Neural clamping.
子孙
Often.
Often.
Any specialist can tell you that in someone my age, infertility is more often than not subfertility.
I should take a piss more often.
I'm building my brand, and he's putting me on his channel more often.
Maybe you'd get laid more often if you knew what you were doing in bed.
时长
Oil.
Oil.
Ted, would you oil my back?
The fish oil is nice.
We were driving around and we parked up by the castle and there was an oil leak on the...
Why don't you tell me about this oil well?
You do realize I have just greased myself with 2 tubes of very expensive suntan oil.
油，涂鱿鱼，加燃油。
Old.
Old.
And Bob Barker is as old as Grit. But I'm using Marissa's old dress.
Cuddy, got one of your patients in the ER. Ian Alston, 6 years old.
We go and sit in front of the old man with shit breath, talk about fucking. He takes notes, he goes home and spanks his monkey.
He had this old insurance policy.
以前，老的。
Omit.
Omit.
It was the truth I chose to omit.
I omit Hiroshima and Nagasaki since those actions belong more properly to World War III than World War II.
So why don't you tell me the details and omit nothing?
Yes, I think you may omit the details of the seduction.
You omit.
省略。
On.
On.
在之上上去，正起作用的。
Once.
Once.
And every once in a while, look at me and sigh while rolling your eyes.
And once the child is born.
Because let me tell you, once you do, that is it.
You know, Kit, just because you finally convinced a guy to sleep with you more than once doesn't make you an expert on relationships.
一次，一旦，从前的。
One.
One.
Isaacson's research led him to conclude that one of our most...
She was the one with my cock in her mouth in the Ferrari.
Well, there's just one thing that... No, I'll never tell.
Which one should I do?
一，一致的。
Oneself.
Oneself.
It's not easy to entrust oneself to God's mercy.
Or taking care of oneself for another's sake.
So much time to question oneself is...
To accept that fear and maintain control of oneself and one's crew.
See, this is a moral test of oneself, whether or not you can maintain loyalty.
自己。
Ongoing.
Ongoing.
Although the investigation is still ongoing.
I want ongoing access to American intelligence.
Part of our ongoing arrangement.
The only thing I ask is you study the data, you be responsible, no names, no specifics, anything ongoing that's critical, you don't release.
前进的，前进。
Onion.
Onion.
And an onion log.
The onion munch.
Schaefer Farms venison loin with parsnip gratin and onion confit.
The woman who recognized history in an onion skin manuscript.
You're so wrapped up in layers, onion boy, you're afraid of your own feelings.
洋葱，因洋葱使掉泪。
Online.
Online.
Check out my Swipe Right diet online and join our ever-growing team of salespeople.
I bought this dress online, and then this went off, so I came down here.
Next time you're online playing World of Warcraft, don't even think about chatting with me.
So we were either making TikToks or we were playing video games online.
You didn't post anything online, so...
联机。
Only.
Only.
But I'm out of the biz. The name I made I'll trade for his. The only trouble...
Forgive me if I'm not excited about explaining why there's only 2 of us coming back, James.
Yeah, well, the only goddamn mirror with any good light is in there.
You were the only source of health and healing.
唯一的，只有，但是。
Onset.
Onset.
Alice is living with early onset Alzheimer's with the care and support of her loving family.
I had what's called rapid onset scoliosis.
The chemical precursors that signal the onset of an emotion, designed specifically to overwhelm logic and reason.
The mouse sore, the onset time?
The onset of psychosis, dementia, that can be serious.
开始。
Onslaught.
Onslaught.
A man who can do that can plan my castle onslaught any day.
And ask them if they want to help save this country from the onslaught of integration.
Bill Travis and Jim Bowie fought off an onslaught of 4,000 Mexican troops under the command of General Antonio Lopez de Santa Anna.
Man up, finish, just get ready for an onslaught.
Our purpose here is to protect our black leaders from the racial onslaught of the pig who is
突击
Onto.
Onto.
Everyone, onto the slide.
Maybe I'll get plastered onto a grill.
The way he held on to words was like an odd one gager.
You talked about freeing up a lot of the energy that you hold on to.
You drove over the dunes and onto the beach?
在之上